Right, okay, we'll start. So in grade unit 3, right, in unit 3, we discuss the definitions of oxidation numbers in the first day and how to balance redox reaction, especially combustion of hydrocarbons. And we listed oxidation numbers of different groups and different elements. And finally, we discussed how to get the oxidation number of the given element, especially in the molecule, by using equation method and Lewis structures method. Right? There are the things we discussed in the first day. In the second day, we discussed nomenclature of simple inorganic compounds, ionic compounds, and the compounds formed by polyatomic ions, and how we name the compounds, especially formed by oxoacids, right? The inorganic acids containing oxygens and without oxygen. And the last day, last week we discussed the chemical reactions related with the chemical calculations. To continue the chemical calculations, we should know some chemical reactions. What happened when we mix in barium hydroxide with H2SO4, and what are the observations, and how we get the initial mass percentage when we have some precipitate, something like that. Still, we didn't start the calculations part, but we completed the chemical reactions related with the chemical calculations. So I'm going to start today. I'm going to start how to balance chemical redox reaction in acidic and basic medium. So it's a really complicated part, but I can explain you very simply to identify which one is going to oxidize, which one is going to reduce, and how to get the final balanced reaction through half reactions, ionic reactions, and chemical balance reaction. So today is our second online class. We are doing 2 classes per week. The first online session Friday, 4 to 8 sessions. So this is the second our online class. It's time Monday 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Right. Okay, Tala, please note down. Write the topic: balance redox reaction in acidic and basic media. Balance redox reactions in acidic and basic media. First, I explain how to get the balanced reaction in acidic medium. So write the subtopic: balanced redox reaction in acidic media. Main topic: balanced redox reaction in acidic and basic medium. Right? Subtopic: balanced redox reaction in acidic media. Okay, Putala, right. So before starting the lesson, before going to balance the redox reaction, we should know what are the reactions take place during the reaction, especially in acidic medium and basic medium separately. For example, if I take MnO4 minus, MnO4 minus can be converted to Mn2 plus when we add in acid. When I take Fe iron, so iron can convert it to iron 2 plus. When I take copper, copper can be converted to copper plus, as well as copper plus can be converted to copper 2 plus. So something like we have some reactions, what happened before the reaction, what happened after the reactions when we give the acidic medium. So first we will list the component and the products after the reaction take place. So look at the board, Putana. Right. So here we have components. Before reaction, this is after reaction. before reaction and after reaction. So MnO4 minus. What is MnO4 minus? Please go through the note. The second day lesson, right? Go through the chart that I gave under polyatomic ions. So MnO4 minus is permanganate ion. Permanganate ion. Refer the note. Permanganate ion. So after we give the acidic medium, permanganate, the initial color is purple. It goes to pale pink, forming Mn2 plus. So this is Mn2 plus. Mn2 plus, initial color is purple. After MnO4 minus goes to Mn2 plus, it goes to pale pink. Pale pink. Please go through the note and tell me what is CrO4 2 minus. Savino, what is CrO4 2 minus, Puta?
Chromate.
CrO4 2 minus.
Chromate.
Go through the note. Go through the note. Check the second day note given under polyatomic ion. Do this. Yes, chromate ion. Chromate ion, initial color is yellow. Chromate ion, initial color is yellow. It turns to Cr3 plus, forming green solution. Cr2O7 2 minus. Cr2O7 2 minus. Please go through the note. Cr2O7 2 minus is dichromate ion. This dichromate ion goes to chromate. Sorry, Cr3 plus. Initial color of dichromate is orange. Goes to green. Green. C2O4 2 minus. Refer the note. C2O4 2 minus is oxalate ion. Oxalate ion. It goes to CO2. Carbon dioxide. So after the reaction completed, oxalate changed to carbon dioxide. And the second list, when we have SO3 2 minus, SO3 2 minus is sulfide. Sulfide. Sulfide changed to sulfate. SO4 2 minus. Sulfide changed to sulfate. Sulfide changed to sulfate. When we have Fe, Fe goes to Fe2 plus. When we have copper, copper changed to copper plus. When we have copper plus changed to copper 2 plus. When we have NO2 minus, please go through the note. NO2 minus is polyatomic ion. Polyatomic ion, NO2 minus. That's called nitrite, ITE, nitrite. It changed to nitrate, forming NO3 minus. H2S, please go through the note, refer under inorganic salts without oxygen. Look at the note and tell me the name given here. Please go through the note and check what's the name given for H2S. H2 is an inorganic ion, inorganic acid without oxygen. It is not the oxo acid. What's that, Puta? Microconcalicum. What's that? H2S?
Hydrosulfuric acid.
What is H2S? Savino? What is H2S, Puta? Still finding where is H2S, where is H2S? Eh? Hydrosulfuric acid. Remember those names? Hydrosulfuric. It forms sulfur. It forms sulfur, yellow in color. Yellow in color. So, when I have I minus, it will form I2. S2O3 2 minus called thiosulfate. Thiosulfate ion. It goes to S4O6 2 minus called tetrathionate. S4O621, that's tetrathionate. What else? So when we have sulfur dioxide, SO2, it will change to SO3 2 minus. SO3 2 minus. Right, that's all. Right, මේ ටික මතක තියාගත්තා නම් ඇති පුතේ. මොකද ගොඩාක් calculation ගොඩාක් redox balances වල මේ ටික තමයි දෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අර first day ඉඳන් මේවා දැකලා පුරුදු වුණාම ඔයාලට මාර ලේසි. ඔයාලගේ schools first term test එනවනේ December වල එනවා. එහෙමත් නැත්නම් definitely January වල ඔයාලගේ test එක තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒකට ready වෙන්න වැඩ කරන්න. අද ඔයාලට YCOB paper 20 නේද හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. I'm not remembering 19 19 or 20 right. end එකේදී මම දෙන්නම් YCOB paper එක ඔක දැන් මේ month එකේ ඉඳන් ආයි continue වෙනවා right මේ ලියා ගන්න අපි ඊට පස්සේ discuss කරමු Completed? Harinepatiyo. Right. Then I am going to explain how to get the reactions. We have three types of reactions. The first one we call half reactions. Second one we call ionic reaction. Third one we call chemical reactions. Right. Okay. So first, half reactions. Half reactions are reactions which involve electrons as a product or reactant. Right? Reactant, I mean, electrons are never product or reactants. I want to say that electrons can be included in reactant side or product side. Reactions which involve electrons in product or reactant side. In product or reactant side. Reactant side. Example, oxidation, half reaction. Oxidation, half reaction. Magnesium is a solid. It forms magnesium 2 plus. Physical state for all cations. All anions are 8 plus. Physical states for all cations and all anions are 8 pluses. Right? So here AQ. Magnesium solid goes to magnesium 2 plus. Initial charge for magnesium is 0. Final charge of magnesium is 2 plus. 0 goes to plus 2. Increased positivity we call oxidation. Increased positivity we call oxidation. That's why this list has oxidation. To balance charges, I will add 2 electrons. So in the oxidation reaction, electrons can be seen in product side. Right? Electrons can be seen in product side for the oxidation reaction. So when I take this kind of reaction, that's called oxidation half reaction. Reduction, half reaction. Cl2 gas goes to Cl minus gas. Here 2 electrons, here, sorry, 2 chlorine, here 1 chlorine. To get the same number of chlorine, multiply Cl minus by 2. Here Cl2, here Cl2. So both sides carry same number of chlorine. To get the same charges, I will add 2 electrons to reactant side. I will explain how to get the number of charges and how to get the balanced reaction adding electrons. I will explain later. But when we take the reaction, here initial charge is 0, final charge is minus 1. Increase negativity called reduction. Increase negativity called reduction. Reduction. So in the reduction reaction, we have included electrons in the reactant side, not the product side, reactant side. Right? So oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction. That's mean when the reaction has included electrons in product side or reactant side, such reactions we call half reactions. Half reactions. And the second type we call ionic reaction. Ionic reaction. Reactions which include ions, right? Electrons are not included. Electrons are not. In the ionic reactions, we have only ions. So when I getting the overall charge of magnesium goes to magnesium 2 plus and Cl2 goes to Cl minus. So I have just the simple things to do. We need to take same number of electrons either side. Here 2 electrons, here 2 electrons. So the same component cannot be seen in either side of the reaction. එකම එක්කෙනාට reaction එකේ දෙපැත්තම ඉන්න බෑ. Right? Main purpose of taking ionic reaction is cancel the electron. Electron cancel කරන එක තමයි අපි ionic reaction එකකදී බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. එතකොට oxidation එකේදී electrons දෙකක් release කරා, reduction එකේදී electrons දෙකක් ගත්තා. Electrons ටික අපි අයින් කරලා මේ දෙනව add කරනවා. So magnesium solid plus Cl2 gas. We have no any other component except magnesium and CO2 in the reactant side because we are not going to write the electrons. Electrons get balanced. Product side, Mg2 plus. Mg2 plus 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 Cl minus 2Cl minus. That is ionic reaction. Here I consider Cl2 gas goes to Cl minus gas like electron affinity. පුතාට එක්වස් කියලා ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. අර මම එක්වස් කියලා දාන්නම් නැත්නම් පැටලෙන්නේ නැහැ. All anions are categorized as simple. Considering aqueous solutions. Okay. Right. And the third one, third called chemical reaction. Chemical reaction. Reaction involved includes only compounds, electrons and ions are not included. So I'm going to convert this final reaction into ionic reaction. Magnesium metal, so we can write because it's not the ion. Cl2 is molecule, so I can write Cl2. Product side, Mg2 plus Cl minus. We can't keep them as a separate ions, combine cations and anions together and write finally as a compound. Mg2 plus plus Cl minus. Mg2 plus plus Cl minus. So here I have MgCl2 aqueous. Here the magnesium 2 plus plus Cl minus. Exchange their valences. So we have Mg1 2Cl2. Already reaction is balanced. In the MgCl2 there are 2 chloride. In the reaction we have 2 chloride. So reaction is already done. That's one called chemical reactions. So these are the 3 types that we have in balanced redox reaction. Right? 5 marks for separate oxidation half reaction and reduction half reactions. Another 5 marks for the ionic reactions and the total 10 marks for the chemical balanced reaction. Most probably in structured patients, they will ask only half reactions and balanced ionic reaction. ගොඩාක් කලාතුරකින් තමයි පුතේ ඔය main reaction එක අහන්නේ but අහන තැන් ඕන තරම් තියෙනවා. Right? අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම MCQ දෙකක් තුනක් එනවාමයි. Right? Structured එකේ second එකේ ඒ part එක එනවා. නැත්නම් BC part එක calculations වලින් එසේ එකක් එනවා මේ ටික ඔක්කොම include කරලා තව ගොඩක් කතන්දරත් එක්ක එසේ එකක් එනවා 150 ලකුණු 70ක් 75ක් 80ක් අතර. structured එකට 30 marks වගේ තමයි යන්නේ out of 100. right you can මේක හරියම important lesson එකක් මම පටන් ගන්නකොටම කිව්වා ෂෝක් එකට අසාවෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. right ලියාගෙන ඊට පස්සේ examples ටිකක් කරමු. ඉවරද පුතේ ලියලා? done. සමිනු done. මෙසේජ් එකක් තියෙන. ඔයාලට තමයි. නිදිමත ස්කූල් ගියා. දැන් ස්කූල් වල මොනවද ළමයි කරන්නේ? තම යුනිට් 1 නේ 2 වලට ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ. 2 වලට ගිහින් ස්පීඩ් යනවා නේ පුතේ. Fourth lesson. Is it? සමිනු සමිනුලාගේ වේල පටන් ගන්න ඒත් නැහැ. තර්ඩ් එකෙන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ස්කූල් ස්ටාර්ට් කරේ 1 2 3 4 පීරියඩ් කරාද? නෑනේ. පීරියඩ් කරේ 1 2 1 2 3 තුනම කරා තර්ඩ් එක කරා මට මතකයි. 1 2 කරලාද ෆෝර්ත් ස්ටාර්ට් කරේ. සිරාට තේරෙනවා? හොඳට තේරෙන්නේ තියෙනවා. මට අහන්න බැරි මම අහන්න තිබුණා අශේ ඉන්නේ අශේ කියනවා අශේ. හරිද පුතේ? රයිට් අපි යමු. ලියන්න ස්ටෙප්ස්. පළවෙනි එක ස්ටෙප්. ස්ටෙප්ස් කියලා ලියන්නකෝ. ස්ටෙප්ස් ටික ලියලා අපි යමු බැලන්ස් කරා. යන පුතේ. First balance oxidized or reduced element. First balance oxidized or reduced element. Second one, balance oxygen by adding water. Balance oxygen by adding water, H2O. Third point, balance hydrogen by adding H plus. By adding H plus. By adding H plus. Last point, finally, balance charges by adding negatively charged electrons. By adding negatively charged electrons. Right, those are the steps. The first things, please go through the note. The first one, you need to balance, oxidize or reduce element. Then balance oxygen by adding water. Then balance hydrogen by H plus because we consider acidic media. H pluses can be existing only acidic media. Finally, we need to balance charges by adding electron. Right. Carefully look at the board. First example, we have solution includes KMnO4, sodium oxalate, and dilute H2SO4. Why we need use dilute H2SO4? Because we consider the acidic medium. H2SO4 is sulfuric acid, that is oxo acid. right? So to take the acidity of the medium in the given medium, we use dilute H2SO4. Fine. KMnO4, sodium oxalate, and dilute H2SO4, 3 components we have in the same solution. බලන්න පුතේ බෝඩ් එක. KMnO4. KMnO4 separate to K plus and MnO4 minus. Na2C2O4 separate to Na plus C2O4 2 minus. NH2SO4 separate to its cations and anions H plus and SO4 2 minus. So look at the board again. KMnO4 formed by K plus and MnO4 minus. So KMnO4 is a compound. It separates its cation and anion. Sodium oxalate is compound. It also separates its cations and its anion. Sorry. H2SO4 also compound. It also separates to H plus and SO4 2 minus. So these are the compounds, ions and cations and anions we have in the aqueous solution. Before the reaction take place, these are the cations and anions we have. Remember that all first group cations and second group cations are not going to change during the reaction. Sodium plus form after removing outermost electron. So now sodium plus has a stable configuration 1:2, 2:2, 2p6. Therefore, sodium plus is stable as a +1 charge. So it's not going to make another charge because +1 oxidation state is the stable oxidation state of group 1 elements. Therefore, sodium plus and potassium plus remain as sodium plus and potassium plus after the reaction completed. Understood? So after the reaction completed, K plus remaining as K plus, sodium plus remaining as sodium plus. And remember the other thing, SO4 2 minus also remaining as SO4 2 minus. SO4 2 minus SO4 2 minus Then refer the table given. Tell me what happened to MnO4 minus after the reaction. What happened to the MnO4 minus after the reaction completed? Reaction එක ඉවර වුණාට පස්සේ MnO4 minus වලට මොකද වෙන්නේ? මම පුතාලට දුන්නු ටේබල් එකෙන් බලන්න කියලා. It goes to what? Yes. It goes to pale pink Mn2 plus. Change to Mn2 plus. Oxalate go through the norm. Oxalate change to 0. H plus goes to H2O. These are the things happen. Harama simple nikute. Now separate half reactions. Half reactions. Right? First one. Oxidation. Half reaction. Oxidation half reaction. කවුද මෙතන oxidize වෙන්නේ? How we get it? මෙතන change වෙන්නේ MnO4 minus Mn2 plus වලට යනවා. මෙන්න එක. C2O4 2 minus CO2 වලට යනවා. ඔන්න දෙවෙනි එක. ඔතනනේ reaction එක වෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් කල් ගන්නවා. Using equation method, we can take the oxidation state of manganese. X plus oxygen minus 2 into 4. Sum of these two equals to minus 1. NiS put a minus plus 1A plus. Initial oxidation state of manganese +7. Final oxidation state is +2. Reduce positivity. Dhanagati onto Venma. Reduce positivity called reduction. So this is reduction. This is reduction. Then look at the carbon dioxide and oxalate. C2O4 2 minus 2x plus minus 2 into 4. Sum of these two equals to -2. 2x equals +6. X equals +3. Carbon dioxide simple, ne? X plus -2 into 2 equals 0 because this is compound equals +3 goes to +4. Increase positivity, that is oxidation. So this is oxidation, right? +3 goes to +4. Right? හැමතිස්සෙම හරියන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. Reduction කියන්නේ අඩු වෙනවා. Reduction. Oxygen අඩු වෙන එකට තමයි අපි reduction කියලා කියන්නේ. හැමතිස්සෙම හරියන්නේ නැහැ නේද? Right? Reduction කියන්නේ oxygen අඩු වෙනවා. මෙතන හතරක් තිබ්බ එක මෙතනදී නැහැනේ. ඒක reduction. මෙතන oxygen හතරක් නැහැ. Reduction. Oxidation කියන්නේ adding oxygen. Oxidation. Adding oxygen. මේ වගේ තැනකදී suitable වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේක 2 වලින් multiply කරාට මෙයක් 4 තමයි වෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ 2 ටැක් තියෙන වෙනස් වෙන but අපිට ගොඩක් තැන් වලදී ගන්න පුළුවන් reduction, reduce oxygen, oxidation, adding oxygen. Right. ඔන්න දැන් අපි ඒක separate කරගත්තා. Then oxidation reaction now. C2O4 2 minus goes to CO2 gas. Look at the first step given. What's the first step I gave? Balance, oxidize or reduce element first. මුලින්ම balance කරන්න ඕනේ පුතේ. Oxidize or reduce වෙන කියලා. Oxalate CO2 වෙනකොට carbon නේ change උනේ. carbon ගේ oxidation state එක තමයි change වෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් අපි මුලින්ම balance කරන්න ඕනේ කාවද? carbon වල. In oxalate, we have 2 carbon. In carbon dioxide, we have 1 carbon. To balance the carbon, we need to multiply carbon dioxide by 2. Carbon dioxide 2 will multiply karana. Got it? So 2 carbon, 2 carbon. After completed balancing of the oxidized or reduced element, then we need to balance oxygen. Here we have 4 oxygen. Here we have 2 into 2, 4 oxygen. Both sides have same number of oxygen. Both sides have same number of oxygen. So we don't need to worry about oxygen. As a final step, we don't have hydrogens now. Therefore, final step, අවසාන step එක වෙන්නේ පුතේ balancing charges. We need to balance charge. How we get the balance? Charge balance, right? Here -2. Overall charge here is -2. Other side 0 charge. මෙතන -2 තියෙනවා පැටියෝ, මෙතන තියෙන්නේ 0 charge. එහෙනම් charge එක balance කරන්න අපි ගාව තියෙන electron, negative charge electrons. Always we need to add electron to the side where positivity high. ධන ආරෝපණ, right? Positive charge එක වැඩි පැත්තට තමයි electrons දාන්නේ, positivity එක අඩු කරා. එහෙනම් මේ පැත්තේ -2, මේ පැත්තේ 0 පුතේ. 0 charge එක -2 කරන්න විතරයි අපිට පුළුවන්. So we need to add 2 electrons to balance. Clear the Pujani send message. Here -2, here 0, here -2 overall charge. ඒක පුතාලට ක්ලියර්ද? හැමෝම මට මෙසේජ් කරන්න. කො ඔන්ලයින් ළමයි කතා කරන්නේ. හරිම පැහැදිලිව මම පුතාලට කියලා දෙනවා. පටන් ගත්ත තැනයි ඉවර වෙන තැන හරි ලස්සන ෆ්ලෝ එකක් යන්න පුතේ. හරියට තියරි ටික ඔලුවට දාගන්න ඕන පේපර් එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right, good. Then reduction. half reaction. That reduce out the time NO4 minus goes to Na2 plus. MnO4 minus goes to Na2 plus. First, we need to balance oxidize or reduce component. අපිට මුලින් balance කරන්න ඕනේ පුතේ එක්ක oxidize වෙන කෙනා නැත්නම් reduce වෙන කෙනා. Oxidized component, sorry, reduced component here is manganese. මේ පැත්තේ manganese එකයි, මේ පැත්තේ manganese එකයි. දෙපැත්තේම තියෙන පුතේ equal manganese. දෙපැත්තම සමානයි manganese. එහෙනම් මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ after balancing oxidize or reduce component, then we need to balance oxygen. We have 4 oxygen here. We have 0 oxygen in product side. So we need to add 4 water because 1 water molecule provide only 1 oxygen. 1 water molecule provide 1 oxygen. Therefore, to obtain 4 oxygen, we need to add 4 water molecule. Add 4 H2O with the 4 H2O, now we have added H pluses. How many H pluses? Same manganese, same oxygen, but 4 into 2, 8 H plus. 4 into 2, 8 H plus. Here we have 8 H plus. Here we have no H pluses. Therefore, we need to add 8 H plus to the product's reactant side. H plus can be added only for the solutions which is in acidic medium. Diluted H2SO4 there. Therefore, this is the reaction take place in acidic media. Right then, here plus 8 minus 1 overall plus 7. Here plus 2, here 0. Now we have plus 7. Here plus 2. We have only electrons, negative charge can be added only to the side where positivity high. Here plus 2, here plus 7. එනමුත් positivity එක වැඩි මේ පැත්තේ. මේ පැත්තේ positivity එක අඩු කරන්න විතරයි අපිට electrons දාන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් අපි electrons දාන්න කීයද? 5 electrons. Minus 5 here plus 2. So now reaction is balanced. Oxidation and reduction reaction already is balanced. Right? Balanced. එකක් clear ද පුතේ? දෙන්න message එකක්. අඩපාඩු තියාගෙන යන්න බෑ. ඉතුරු ටික කරන්න ඕනේ තනියම ඔයාලා. Balance the reaction එක. හරිද? Okay, good. Right, then second one, ionic reaction. Ionic reaction. How we get the ionic reaction? Ionic reaction is a reaction which is not included electron. Electrons are not included. Electrons නැති දෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතේ මෙතන තියෙන electrons දෙකයි මෙතන තියෙන electron පහයි balance කරන්න ඕනේ. දෙපැත්ත balance කරන්න ඕනේ. මෙයා දෙකක් වෙලා මෙයා පහක් වෙනකොට balance කරන්න කොහොමද? Multiply this by 5, multiply this by 2. 5 times 2, 10. 2 times 5, 10. Electrons balance කරලා electrons අයින් කරන්න තමයි පුතේ අපි මේ reactions දෙක multiply කරන්නේ. හරිනේ? එහෙනම් මේක then write 5C2O4 2 minus. First write the main components, right? 2 MnO4 minus. After the reactions were only today, calculations were made. Then 2 into 8, 16 H plus. 16 H plus. Make that the out net. Make that the out net. Because the electron liyak net. And I'm product side 5 times 2, 10 CO2 gas. Plus electrons here 2 times Na2 plus. plus 2 times 4, 8 H2O. How we know whether the reaction is balanced? Check the charges. Check the charges of, right, both sides. Here 5 times minus 2 minus 10. 2 times minus 1 minus 2. Minus 10 minus 2 minus 12. Minus 12 plus 16 plus 4 plus 4. This side 0 plus 4, 0. 2 into plus 2 plus 4. So this side also have plus 4. This side also have plus 4. So ionic reaction is completely balanced. Then third one, chemical reaction. Chemical reaction. In the chemical reactions, we have no permission to write the ions as cations and anions. We have permission to write only compounds. So check where oxalate come from. කොහෙන්ද oxalate ආවේ කියලා බලන්න පුතේ. කවුදත් oxalate දුන්නේ? එන්න chart එකට. මේ තියෙන oxalate. කවුද දුන්නේ? Sodium oxalate. Oxalate given by sodium oxalate. So instead of oxalate, write 5 Na2C2O4 aqueous. Without changing the number in front of iron, without changing the number in front of the iron, write oxalate as sodium oxalate. MnO4 minus given by KMnO4. Write 2 KMnO4. For 16 H pluses, H plus given by H2SO4. To get the 16 H pluses, we need to add only 8 H2SO4. හරිම ලේසි පුතේ මාරුමාරු ලේසි. මෙතන ඇති කෙමිස්ට්‍රියක් නෑ. මේ තියෙන්නේ අර චූටි කාලේ x y අර පැත්තේ ඉන්නේ x 2 නම් අර පැත්තේ කීයද? ඒ වගේ පොඩි බැලන්සින් එකක් තියෙනවා. මෙතන ඇති කෙමිස්ට්‍රි එකක් නෑ තාම. Then balance other side. 10CO2. Then balance Mn2 plus. Here K plus Mn2 plus sodium plus CO2 water sulfate. All cations combine with anions. All cations combine with anion to form the compound. We have only one anion in the reaction medium. Is, look at the list. K plus Mn2 plus sodium plus CO2 water and sulfate. We have only one anion, that is sulfate. Cardio sundari. Sulfate. So combine all cations with anion sulfate, then write as a compound. So Mn2 plus Mn2 plus SO4 2 minus exchange their valencies. Now we have MnSO. So to get the 2 MnSO4, you need to add 2 MnSO4 plus 8 H2O. Still reaction is not balanced. Why? We have 10 sodium here. We have 2 potassium here. But in the product side, no potassium and sodium. To get the sodium and potassium in the product side, we have only one anion, that is sulfate. Combine potassium with sulfate, combine sodium with sulfate. Sodium plus, because it's first group element, sulfate SO4 2 minus, exchange ions, Na2SO4. එහෙනම් අපි මෙතන පහක් ගන්න නම් අපි මෙතන ලියන්න ඕනේ 5 Na2SO4 8. Here take us K plus SO42 minus 2N1 K2 SO. To get the 2 potassium, we have enough 1 K2 SO. Because when we write in potassium sulfate, already it has 2 potassium. Potassium sulfate ලියනකොට පුතේ ආයෙ දෙකෙන් multiply කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මොකද potassium sulfate ලියනකොට potassium දෙකක් එක තියෙනවා. මෙතන අපිට දෙකයි නෝ. Final reaction එක balance ද නැද්ද කියලා බලන්නේ පෙට්‍රෝ sulfates. lazy. මේ බලන්න මෙයන් sulfates නැහැ. මෙයන් sulfates නැහැ. මෙතන sulfate 8ක් තියෙනවා. අර පැත්තේ sulfate 8ක් තිබ්බනම් වැඩේ පොඩ. බලන්න මේ දෙකයි 2 sulfates 5 sulfates මෙතන දෙකයි විතර 5 7යි මෙතන තියෙනවා දෙකයි 8යි. So totally 8 sulfate is there. Okay, so this is the final chemical reaction. 5 marks 5 marks 5 marks 10 marks. මේක තේරුණාද නැද්ද? මෙසේජ් එකක් දෙන්න පුතේ. අපි උගන්වන්නේ ඔන්ලයින් ළමයින්ට ලංකාවේ මේක ඔන්ලයින් ක්ලාස් එකක්. ඔයාලට ක්ලියර්ද නැද්ද? වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා පැහැදිලිද? physical states දාන්න ඕනේ. reactant site එකේ තියෙනවම product site එකට දාන්න ඕනේ. ඩෝන් කාලේ මේක මෙතනට ආව නෙවෙයි. මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා මම initially දුන්නා. දීපු ටික අපි one by one බැලුවා. Right. Savinu got it? Others? Yes, very good. Right. Please note down, then I will go through the second example. Islam පැහැදිලිව ලියන්න. Doubts ඒවට message එකක් දෙන්න. Finish පුතේ? ඊළඟට යන්න. Second example. Right. I'll give the second example. Please try. I'll explain after 10 minutes. You have KMnO4 Fe and dilute H2SO. Please write half reactions, oxidation and reduction, half reactions separately, then ionic reactions and chemical reactions. Please go through within 5 minutes. Enough. And video. Done. Finish. Shall I do? Aripute. Right here, KMnO4 goes to K plus and MnO4 minus. Fe and H2SO4 H plus and SO4 2 minus. Now you know after the reaction K plus not change. MnO4 minus change to Mn2 plus. Fe change to Fe2 plus. H plus goes to water. SO4 2 minus not change. Got it? Right. So with the practice, you know the oxidation is Fe solid goes to Fe2 plus. Fortunately, we don't have oxygen to balance, hydrogen to balance, only charge. Here 0 charge, here plus 2 charge. We have only electrons, negative charge. We have permission to put only electrons to the side where positivity very high. So this is the positivity very high side, the positivity very high. So to get the 0 charge, we need to add 2 electrons. With the practice, you know, MnO4 minus goes to Mn2 plus is the reduction. Manganese same number to balance the oxygen. Add 4H2O liquid, 4 into 2, 8H plus. To get the same number of electrons, you need to add 5 electrons. Then the simple thing, to get the same number of electrons, multiply this by 5, this by 2. So 5Fe solid plus 2MnO4 minus plus 16H plus, other side 5 Fe2 plus 2Mn2 plus 8H2O liquid. Got it? Then chemical 5Fe solid, MnO4 minus given by KMnO4. Then add 2KMnO4 to get the 16 H pluses given by H2SO4. So you need to add 8 H2SO4. Other side, Fe2 plus should be balanced with sulfates. Fe2 plus SO4 2 minus here to get balance 5 FeSO4. To get Mn, 2 plus as a compound, MnSO4. 8H2O liquid. Then balance charges. This side has 2K. Therefore, we need to add 1K2SO4. 1K2SO. Now we can check whether the reaction is balanced by counting total sulfates. Here 8 sulfates. Here 5, 2, 7, including this one, totally 8. Got it? You got the same answer, Puta. Please raise your hand if you got the same answer. Right, very good. Right, I did the third one, Pata. Third example. Please take KMnO4 H2S and dilute H2SO. Or take for oxidation half reaction, reduction half reaction, ionic reaction, and balanced chemical reaction. Please go through. If you have any doubts, please send a message. Now we are practice for different reactants. Please. දැම්මා වෙනවද පුතේ? Yes. Finish. Okay, fine. Right, we'll see how to get reactions. Right, here we have KMnO4. With the practice, you know that KMnO4 goes to K plus and MnO4 minus H2 base H plus and S2 minus H2SO4 H plus and SO4 2 minus. So after the reaction completed, K plus MnO4 minus Mn2 plus H plus H2O S2 minus S H plus H2O SO4 2 minus remaining as SO4 2 minus. Oxidation S2 minus goes to sulfur. To balance charges, you need to add just 2 electrons. Reduction with the practice, you know that MnO4 minus 8H plus 5 electrons goes to Mn2 plus 4H2O liquid. Ionic reaction, just multiply this by 5, this by 2. Now can you hear? Okay. So out of 16 H pluses, we took 5 into 2, 10 H pluses to get the 5 H2As. Therefore, we have only 6 H pluses more. To balance the 6 H pluses, I should write 3 H2S. So 3 H2SO. Got it? So total is 16 H pluses, 5 times 2, 10, 3 plus 2, 6, or together 60. Then 5 is 2 MnSO4, 8 H2O liquid plus, here 2 potassium, 1 K2SO. Got it? Lazy in the putte. Lazy. Right, as the last one for today's session, I will give K2Cr2O7, Na2C2O4, dilute H2SO. After completing this, we will move to the eighth fact. Right. Take the answer for fourth one. Shall we check the answer? We have different types of patients to practice with redox balancing. You want tick පුතාලට කරන්න. මේ ගොඩාක් තියෙනවා balance කරන්න exam එකට එන. දැන් ගොඩාක් මේ විචාරකයේ patients තමයි ඉන්නේ මේක ලේසි. නමුත් මේ ටික කළා තිබ්බම අපිට ගොඩාක් patients practice කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right. බලන්නකො K2Cr2O7 goes to K plus and Cr2O7 2 minus. Na2C2O4 goes to Na plus Cr3 plus. H2SO4 H plus SO4 2 minus. K plus Cr2O7 2 minus Cr3 plus. Sodium plus sorry, here C2O4 2 minus CO2 H plus H2O SO4 2 minus SO4 2 minus. Right, oxidation, you know that C2O4 2 minus goes to 2CO2 gas plus 2 electrons. That is oxidation. Reduction, Cr2O7 2 minus Cr3 plus. First balance chromium. Here 2 chromium. Therefore multiply Cr3 plus by 2. Then to balance the oxygen, 7 oxygen. Add 7 H2O liquid. To balance the H pluses, 7 into 2, 14 H plus. Now overall charge plus 14 minus 2 plus 12. Other side 2 into 3 plus 6. So we can add electrons to side where positivity is high. So this side is the positivity greater. Therefore, to get the 6 plus 6, we need to add 6 electrons here. Plus 14 minus 2 plus 12. Plus 12 minus 6 plus 6. Ionic reaction, here plus 6. Sorry, 6 electrons, here 2 electrons. Therefore, just multiply first by 3. 3C2O4 2 minus Cr2O7 2 minus 14H plus. Other side 6CO2 gas 2 Cr3 plus equals 7 H2O. Here minus 6 minus 8 plus 14 is plus 6. Here 2 into 3 plus 6. Reaction stands. Then C2O4 2 minus given by sodium oxalate. Then 3 sodium oxalate. Cr2O7 2 minus given by potassium. K2Cr2O7. 40 H plus 7 H2SO4. Other side 6CO2 gas plus Cr3 plus SO4 2 minus. Exchange charges 2 and 3. Cr2 SO4 trans. We need 2 chromium, right? So when we write in chromium 3 sulfates, already it has 2 chromium. Therefore, no need to multiply by 2. Just write Sr2 SO4, Cr2 SO4 trans. Plus 7 H2O liquid. To balance sodium, at 3 Na2SO4 equals us. To balance K2 at K2SO4 equals. Total sulfate 7. Here 3. Here 3, 6, including this one, 7. So this is the answer. Now you can start. First check the answers. Please do more than 2 or 3 time practices. Right? Then start the paper. Right? YCOB paper number 20. One essay. So I'll give only 20 minutes. Right? 40. Finish at 11. That is essay question, 30 minutes question. Try to get the answer within 20 minutes. Start the time. Time is finished. Right. Take a red pen and check your answers. But they might care no me. Or the time can go clear. Not kill all it. Complete करा दे से कोई भी टाइम में कहते हैं वो तो मत यार स्पीड तक चेक करेगा ना योरी इवन मैसेज का कंप्लीट कराना ये मैं कंप्लीट करा दे स्पीड देख बला करना चुट्टा Right, Balanapata, the following table represent the values of successive standard mole ionizations enthalpy of an element X. What is meant by the first ionization energy? So answer should be minimum. Good. The minimum amount of energy required to remove an electron from gaseous element to form unipositive gaseous ion. Minimum amount of energy required to remove an electron from gaseous element to form unipositive gaseous ion. 10 marks. To what group in the periodic table should element X is assigned? Explain your answer. So when you check the successive ionizations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to 1 to 5, the variation is not much greater. But after removing fifth electron, to remove the sixth electron, the total energy obtained by an ion is approximately 6 times than fifth ionization. It means the 6 electrons goes from inner energy level. Outermost energy level has only 5 electrons. So the elements belongs to 15 group. 15 group, 2 marks for that. For the explanation, 8 marks. You have to explain from 5 to 6. The amount of energy required to remove an 6 electron is very much greater compared to energy required by an ion to remove fifth electron. Therefore, valence shell has only 5 electrons. So this element belongs to 15, totally 10. Write the all possible stable config oxidation number for the element X. For a 15 group element, nitrogen, go and check my knot. Again, knot take a check කරන්න පුතේ. Oh, gun වල තියෙන්නේ. ඒකේ බලන්න දු papers දෙන්නේ නේ වැඩ වගේ. Right, මොනවාද oxidation number? -3 to +5. -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, +3, +5. ඔක්කොම කීයක් තියෙනවද? 8ක් තියෙනවා 8ක්. If the element X of the atomic number less than 20 does not exist as a gas, identify the element and write the configuration. Nitrogen gas එක වෙන්නේ යට යටින් ඉන්න එක නම් phosphorus. එයා තමයි solid state එකේ නේ නම් phosphorus ඉන්නේ පුතා 15th element. 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 නෑ 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p3. Write the molecular formula of the element X form oxide with higher oxidation state. Higher oxidation state is +5 or 2 minus. Exchange P2O5. P2O5. Right, each question carries 10 marks, totally 50 for the part A. A1 anything ඇත්තටම ලොකෝට time ගන්න දේවල් නෙවෙයි. WXYZ are 4 non-transition successive elements in the periodic table. All are gases at room temperature. The first ionizations of XYZ are in the following order. Identify them. Starting from W. X, Y, Z. Extra W. X, Y, Z. මේව කරන් තමයි ගන්න වෙන්නේ අපිට නේ x y z x ට වඩා y y ට වඩා x y is w ඊළඟ w කියන එක නම් මෙතනදී ඔය වගේ තරම් I did indicate the first ionization energy of x within ascending order. Ascending order x lower w y 10 marks. Which element in highest electronegative? Here nitrogen කියලා ගත්තොත් Z. Z 10 marks. They asked to identify all gases at room temperature. Gases කිව්වොත් බෑ. මේ වගේ තනක් W X Y Z මේ වගේ තනක් නේ. Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. මේ වගේ තනක් තමයි ගන්න. Right. Extra Y by to this. M1 highest electronegative one. Fourth one. Write the element of W, X, Y, Z as in order of their atomic size. Atomic size from left to right decreases. Z, Y, X, down. Fifth one. W form a compound with Y. Write the molecular formula of that compound. W and Y, nitrogen fluoride. So we can take W, Y3. Or you can write NF3. 10 into 5, again 50 marks. Make 150 equation. The third transition element 10 for the stable N3 plus sign with 5 unpaired electron in aqueous solution. N3 plus has 5 unpaired electrons. Means it has at this level 3d5. So here 3d6 4s2. 26 element that is cobalt. Cobalt. Identify element 10. Cobalt. 20 marks. Write the complete configurations of M. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d6, 4s2. 10. Third one, write the set of 4 quantums for the outermost elements of magma 15. 4 is 1, we can write 4 0 0 plus half. 4 is 2, we can write 4 0 0 minus half. 4 3 d6, we can write 3 2 minus 2 minus half. 4 3 d5, we can write 3 2 plus 2. Right, 20, 10 each set of quantum 5. Put the marks out of 150. And then tell me the marks you got before leaving. So we will continue your class next week. We have paper, right? I sent the paper. Third paper already sent to the group. Please complete that before coming Friday. So I have to complete another 2 papers before, because we couldn't do the 2 paper classes last month. So I will cover them on Wednesday and Friday. Okay, Babala, please let me know the marks before you leave. Good time. Thank you very much. We'll meet next day. Bye, Laman. Wait. Mama, Oh, sorry, if E. Cobalt 27, ne? Yes, if 26. Yes. You can leave. Thank you, Putana. Bye. Good night. Good night. Take care.